Well, hello out there. What's up, everybody? How we doing? Greg, Alex, Bites, Legends all. We're gaming. We're back in gaming. Oh, it feels good to be in this world. I'm not going to lie. It's been a minute since I've been in here. Ooh. Whoa, can I even pronounce that word? Getting to grind out some sinusoidal circuit analysis tonight for homework. Oh my goodness. That sounds like some GTNH stuff right there, I'm going to be honest. Oh, baby, look at it. Oh, it's glorious. I'm so happy. We're going to do some fun stuff in the beginner's guide world too. We'll get a little build going there before we start working too much on what comes beyond what we have prepared. Bam, lights are on. Yo, Sci-Fighter, what's going on? Yeah, so we'll get cute in that world too. We'll do a little something. And I've got made a little progress today on the script for the building series as well. So we're getting there. But today, we need to make some progress here. Can't forget about the good old corrupted world. I want to get my silo in. Oh, Christian, that's all right. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Me too, Sci-Fighter, me too. It's been a bit of a day. I don't want to get into it too much for just to respect my wife's privacy, but she's got a little something going on that might require some medical attention, and it just has not been a lot of fun today. But we're gaming, so we're feeling good, and everything's fine. Everything's fine. Otherwise, I wouldn't be gaming. So let's game. What do I want to start with? There are a couple things I want to do. We're not going to worry about filling this with things yet. All right, maybe that's where we start. We can't have floater. Floater is bad. We know that, okay? Okay. I think probably the strategy will be build some sort of foundation and then have the ground rise to meet that foundation, because this we're going to have is like a drainage pool. We may need to grow this pool just a wee. So maybe we work on that. Let's start with that. I got the hiccups out of nowhere. I'm sorry. Let me switch. There we go. Here we go.
Good news, everyone.
Yes. Oh, that needs to be a little louder, doesn't it? Can I change that real quick? Would you mind terribly? Can we go to 70% on that?
Good news, everyone.
That's still pretty quiet. 90%?
Good news, everyone.
I guess that's good enough. Good news, everyone. Yeah, the response to the video today has been outrageous. Thanks everyone. It's been crazy. The YouTube notification system cannot keep up with the amount of comments that are on that video. It's so insane. So thank you, everyone. Piling on the likes and comments. Absolutely piling them on. Can't thank you enough. Thank you. It was a lot of fun to put together, like relive the early part of the game. And man, talk about missed opportunities. That's like the kind of the best I can say. A lot of that stuff is stuff I didn't do, and definitely looking back, wish I did. Are we okay over here? Looks like we might be okay. No, we got some floating action. Okay, so what are we gonna do about this? But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and the rest of the series too. I have a little bit. Man, I'm fast. Am I just not used to this because of how slow I move in the in the other world? Oh my goodness, I'm a flying. It feels like. Good Lord. Do I just want to do that? Probably. I think so. Oh, thank you, Formar. Thank you very much. Yeah, we got a little bit of an eclectic mix going on. All sorts of different buildings. So I'm trying to do something a little bit unique for every single one. And this has a very modest purpose compared to some of these other buildings. So it can be relatively simple. And we're also clearly doing a little bit of a scale change, so we can transition our skyline a little bit. I'm a heavy user of inspiration images. I can actually show you that. I keep a repository of all the inspiration art that we've used. But it's purely inspiration, so it's not like I'm one-for-oneing or anything, but I built all this stuff by hand. A little bit of world edit to copy like features and stuff after we build it. But yeah, everything's built by hand, all drawn from inspiration images and then coagulated in the old mind ski. Let me show you the inspiration art repository here. Bam, this should work. There we go. We're in there. So here's some samples. These are some of the art pieces that we've used for various buildings. We draw from this very heavily, this shape here, for a building that went in this spot. And for our Hall of Heroes project, we used a bunch of this right here. That was an insane project. If you've never seen that, I'll fly over there while you're looking at the art. If I can go the right way. Do I even know where I'm going in my own world? I do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, this is the Hall of Heroes here. Probably my proudest Minecraft build of all time. This was an insane project. And that's all the art that we used to build this. So yeah, it's all like assembled in this world, no creative mode first or anything like that. But we are very heavy users of inspiration art. I cannot recommend that highly enough. I'm actually writing a script right now for a video about building and how to improve at it. But because I've gotten a lot of requests for that type of video, and I wrote down a line today that I think is pretty good. if I could pat myself on the back for just a moment, which is expecting yourself to be able to come up with something completely unique when that's not your life's work, literally, like you're not an architect or an interior designer. That's a pretty crazy thing to expect of yourself. You know, that sort of thing takes a lot of training, and people that dedicate their lives to that and still aren't able to do it well. There are only a few, you know, world famous architects. So yeah, I just think that's something good to keep in mind. Like, it's good to have high expectations, but don't have unrealistic ones. That's what I try to have for myself anyway. Just inventing something like that, that's a real skill that people spend their whole lives trying to figure out, you know? What's up, Gene Toll? Hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with building with cobblestone either. This is Minecraft, you know? There's no wrong way. That's my favorite part about this game, to be honest. I'm not really happy with what's happening here, so what we're going to do here instead is merge the grass. Merged. You've been merged. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of what's happening at all. In theory, it was going to work fine. In execution, terrible. Horrendous. Horrific. Even this, I'm not a fan. I don't like the way this looks. We won't have it. We won't stand for it at all. No. Can I not get in there? Get in there. Get in there. Yes. Oh, also, I bookmarked about 100 songs on Epidemic Sound recently for use in videos mostly, but they're going to make great stream music too for some variety, because I realize I listen to a lot of Approaching Nirvana on stream. A whole lot. I do love it. What is that? What even is that? I'm going to be honest. Oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Here we go. Get me out of here. But yeah, I play a lot of Approaching Nirvana on stream, so I got a ton of variety, a little bit of bluegrass, just a big variety. There's some more like dance music and EDM, like positive vibey stuff. You know, I like my positive, happy tunes, but yeah, maybe just for a little bit of variety, you know? Spice of life, after all. The good kind of spice of life, not the kind in this game. Yeah. Honestly, that's super vibey music, the RimWorld soundtrack. It's actually so good. What's up, Sarah? You know, oh, that's right. That's right. It's that, what is that thing? I forget what it looks like. This, right? Yes. I actually haven't even looked at this. What does this take? Okay, all things we can do. This is not something we have huge amounts of, and I actually forgot where to even get this, but if we need it, we'll get it. What was the cook time on this? Wait. This is what? Am I missing something? Precision. Wait, I am looking at the right thing, right? In another building rut? Oh, well, let's build together. Let's do some building together. We're building. Maybe some slope inspiration for you? I know Nemo was suggesting some slopes. They can be tricky to figure out where to put them. I really like this pattern. I kind of love this, honestly. I might repeat this elsewhere. But imagine we put like a light here and a light here, and it just pops, you know? It's gonna pop. Oh, did I make another? What is this? What have I done here exactly? Nothing good, right? Yeah, not at all. Everything bad? All things are bad. And we have a problem. Okay. It's only these that I can remove. Yes. And I do need to do that. Hello. Hello, Raid.
Hello there.
Bombcraft effect. First one of the day. We take that. We take that. I'll take that over bats. Or nausea. Nausea, I think, is my new least favorite. The fire bats were my least favorite for a long time. But I gotta say, the nausea is not very pog at all. It's actually, like, pretty long lasting, isn't it? It's not going away super fast. Yes, HP to EV is big. The power demand spike because you're still basically kind of limited to single block generators until you get a little bit of the way into EV, kinda. What's my warp at? I think it's at like 70. Let's go look. But yeah, that, like, you kind of forced into sync, so you're super inefficient on fuel until you can be efficient on fuel, like at the end of EV when you can make single block or multi-block combustion jennies. Ooh, well, hello there.
Good news, everyone.
We're absolutely full on Salus Mundus. I need to put something better and more sophisticated on this, but I was thinking I might tear this out. And we're just going to be happy with the 10,000 Salus Mundus that we have. But maybe not. Maybe we'll leave it forever. Isn't this what we need? 45 permanent and 25 normal. So yeah, 70. I was right on the money. My memory. Impressive. Must be said. I impressed myself. I think they're kind of fun, but I think that's only going to be true up to a point. What am I doing? I don't need to go over there. Building this. Only to a point. Like, some of them are actually really fun. I really like the creeper. It's been like a because it's harmless and it just kind of spooks you, and I've really enjoyed it. Plus, it's like a funny thing for the chat to try to catch me with a sound effect at just the right moment. Which has happened several times and actually almost made me pee myself. So I dig them, but they're starting, the ones I'm getting now kind of are not fun. Nausea specifically. Like, none of the rest of them are that bad, but nausea is butt cheeks. I'm not going to lie. It stinks. It stinks. All right, this is all bad too, as we can see. It's clearly visibly bad. Bad, very bad. Yes. Even this is not going to work, really. Okay. Yes, 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 I got it. I got it. Victory has been achieved. Could we shave this back just like that? Yeah, I think we can get away with that. Okay. And this one too? I'll take that. Grass block for me, yes. Okay. I guess that was probably the easy side, unfortunately. Maybe not. Maybe there'll be... What did I do? Okay, over here, over on the other side, I made this corner piece here kind of just all grass. That's probably going to be needed here. Yeah. Little leaf action as well, no problem. I won't take this. This is my favorite plant in the game, this oak ground cover. This ungrowable and therefore hyper valuable. Cannot be replaced without building it yourself. Okay, well that was pretty easy. Oh, probably this, really. Let's be honest. Are we out of dirt? Oh no, I think we might be out of grass. I might actually have to go farm grass. That might be a thing we have to spend time doing during stream. I'm not even kidding. In fact, I'm certain of it. I'm so certain of it that we're going to go do it right now. I think I have 0 grass. Wouldn't it be nice? Is there a way to get grass? Does anyone know if there's a good way to get grass? That I'm just not thinking of? I feel like I've looked several times. Do I have no slope A's? What? I'm not storing any slope A's? You cat to be kidding me. What is this? What did I do with all my stuff? Oh, now that's a really interesting idea, Sarah. I'm not using it for anything. But I might want to. At some point, I might have to bite the bullet and actually do crops, as much as it would pain me, and I really don't want to ever do them. There was a time when I said that about bees, and now I love bees. So that... Oh, my precious. Oh, baby. We're not farming grass today, boys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's really not a terrible idea. I might actually do that when I actually do run out of grass, which will be very shortly. Man, I really wanted to keep that tree. We can build another right here. And maybe even a corrupted tree. Yeah, okay, goodbye. Oh, thank you for the old subby sub there, David. That notification sound was pretty quiet too, wasn't it? Was that just me? We've had some weird behavior with stream elements lately, like the chat randomly not displaying on the stream anymore, and then when it did come back, it was no longer white. Very strange goings on. But it does seem to be working today, so I'm sure the sound is a me thing. It has been a me thing on several occasions too. I can't just be blaming stream elements like that. That's not fair. It's very often a me thing. If you have to guess what the problem is, it's more than likely me. Okay, what's going to happen to this hill? None of it, it's not looking very good. That's a firm reality. That, I think, is the real problem. I hope it's the real problem. It's kind of not. Okay. And then if we did that, does that look like a weird break? It kind of does. I don't like that. So one of my little rules here that I try to follow, it's kind of tricky to explain in this particular context, but when you have a supportive pillar that's meeting the ground and it meets the ground like that, just put a regular block underneath it. You want it to meet the ground like this. And same thing here, like this. Not as a flat, but as the perpendicular. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the Prime Ski. Was that what that was? Did my notification not actually work and it just made the sound and didn't come up on my screen like it's supposed to? Well, thank you so much for the Prime. I'm sorry, I missed that. There definitely is a problem with my... I don't know if this is Stream Elements that I use for this activity feed. Is what it's called. Keeps me appraised of events, notifications, and whatnot. Failed me there, I'm so sorry. Okay, so... From here, I think what I would do... Not that. It's actually not what I would do. It's probably this? Yes, it definitely is. What do I do here? Am I going to have to... Oh, no. I got to rebuild this? No. No, we don't want to do that at all. Not even a little tiny bit. I'm going to be real with you. That was so painful to do. Is there any way we can world edit this? Any possible way? There must be, right? I hate to destroy this. I don't want to destroy all of it. It's all gone. Goodbye. Darn it. Can we possibly not have to rebuild this particular section? A very painful stretch of section here. How would I do it if I wanted to do it? What's on the inside of this? Do I even care? I don't think I do. Will that work? Surely not, right? Where was I standing exactly? Okay, it did work. That's good. Where's the right place to be to paste this properly here? I think that actually is right. Maybe not. Is it here? Oh no. Okay, that's what I want. I think that worked. Okay, That worked out gloriously. Unimaginably good. Some old gardens. Man, so many things I didn't find when I had the chance, aren't there? Are we surprised by that? We should not be. Issues with some form of lag. It doesn't appear to be FPS or TPS. Why would a personal dimension lag? I'm trying to think of like possible reasons. Okay, we've eaten all those things. Have I eaten beans? Yes. Okay. Goodbye, beans. And wood. And dirt. Man, I really have become attached to this joined textured thing here. I really don't like any of the grass blocks that don't have it. I maybe need to get over that because that's a lot of green, but just can't. I just can't do it. Like, look how that looks not super cool. I think I'll live with just one. Little circle, semicircle, something, something. Looks a little funny to have all these firm edges like this when we have that really nice slope on the building, but I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine with it. I just don't want any of these regular grass blocks. I don't want even one. I want my beautiful, lush green shield grass block. It's so nice. Will I ever build in another biome as long as this is available? I'm not sure. That would be a big ask. It's so good. It's the best biome. If only it had actually 100% humidity, I feel like this would be unquestionably the greatest biome in the game. We all in agreement on that? Shield? We like it, right? Tango, what's going on? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. We're working hard on it. You got your World 2 only at MV. Oh, we are Gregging. We're absolutely Gregging. Yes, to Stargate we go. No matter how long it takes. Who cares? Are we in a hurry? Of course not. If we were, our builds would be bad. Is a fact. And there, you know, there's room for improvement, but I think they're all right. I think that's proof positive that we're not in a hurry at all. Also, the fact that I only just got Platline after almost 1,200 hours, like that's, you know, pretty indicative of a lack of rush. Wouldn't it be nice if that were not dirt? Yes, it would. Okay. So what did I do? I went... And then I went... Okay. That's not what I did here. Why didn't I do that here? Looks like I had a brainwave and making an accident that I was actually correct about. This... Not loving it. Man, am I gonna have to tear this tree out too? All my trees. My trees. I love my trees. I can't tear that one out. It's staying. It's staying. It's decided. Okay, there we go. And underbelly. Just like so. Except for... Okay. You just can't see that over here, but we're going to assume that actually does happen for the sake of flare, because we need a little flare. I would say it's a definite. One question though, I feel like when I do big build, I get left with a lot of empty space and you don't know what to do. Do you mean inside the build? Inside the build? Because I can show you, we have a lot of that too. And I think that's okay for a couple of reasons. Number one, you see there's empty space in here, and then we have, inside. Okay, so I have this whole room empty, right? And then another whole room empty. That's just empty space, completely unused. In this building that also houses dust storage, bee comb processing, and acids, right? So I had big goals for this building. It just didn't end up taking as much space as I thought it would. Also, I added these signs. What do you think? Aren't they cool? I really like them. But now I have room for other stuff in here. So, like, when I get around to ore processing, I have a place for it. And then in here, this is our power building. It's a massive building. There's lots of empty space. And I like that there is open space because it makes the room feel a little bit airier. So if I packed, I could pack combustion generators in here, but I just don't want to. And then this whole floor is empty because the other reason that's good is when we do need to scale, I can scale without packing this building to the absolute gills. It's already pretty full on a couple of the floors. So if I need more vacuum freezers, for example, or more centrifuges, I can make a second stack. But then it starts to feel pretty full in here. And if I need extra, I have this whole floor. And I'm only an IV, so I really don't know what the demands of LUV and ZPM and all the rest are going to be. So I'm probably going to need more stuff in there. So I think it'll be good to have the space. And then there's this AE building. Let's say hello to Denny. Hello, Denny. You're sort of in the wall. Can we... Why don't you come with me? Let's get you a new spot. How about right? That looks like a good spot. You sit, chill right there, Denny. How you been, buddy? Yeah, this is our AE building, and it's extremely empty. It's a giant building. What? Oh, we need do some maintenance on our supercapacitor over there. But eventually, it will fill. It will fill. And they look more spectacular from the outside when they're really big. So you kind of get, you just get your bang for your buck. You get a big old sizable space that you can grow into. And also from the outside, it looks like bang. And the other reason it's good to have a lot of space inside is because sometimes it's not easy to make the wiring neat. Like in here. So having a little extra space to throw things around, never bad. Never bad. So I don't view that as a negative, really. I would be super happy that that would be my end result. Like Thaumcraft, for example, when I built this was built before any of the like humongous buildings were. And I thought at the time, like, this is huge. I'm going to have so much empty space in here. And there is some. Like, we got a basically empty floor here. This will eventually be not in here whenever we get back around to magic and upgrading blood magic. Stealing tantalum. And then just kind of space that's just free. This whole floor right here, this is where we started Botania. We eventually moved that to the cave. And now it's just empty. But when I come back to Thaumcraft, I'm not sure how much space I'm going to need, So rather than building it, like building something new and having to move Thaumcraft, having a little space, I feel like it's a good thing. What am I doing? I can continually fly. I just want to go look at the Hall of Heroes. I just want to look at it. we did this, would I ultimately hate it or kind of love it? And then meet the ground? I think yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, baby. Okay, I need some grass. Can we get some... How am I out of range? I feel like I'm so close. Are we in range? Yes. Bone meal me, please. Is that all the bone meal I have? No way. Haven't pulled out less than a stack of bone meal in a long time. Grass me, baby. Oh, a little dirt right there. A little dirt action. No, not there. Yeah, okay. And right there. And right there. And there. Mm-hmm. Grass me. Mm-hmm. Woohoo! Luke, thank you so much for the subscription as well. I hope these are these on time? Are these accurate? Get rid of these flowers. Yeah, no problem, yeah. Oh, I do some cramping of things too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not always so forward thinking. In fact, it's like not really forward thinking, it's just being lucky. But in here, this is not going to work. I am slam jam packed in here, and I need to upgrade all these to quads. They are not fitting in here. This may end up being just for EBFs, and we build a whole new build for actual auto crafting. But again, at the time, I thought this was a forever build, and I had a conversation on Reddit about this actually in the last couple of days about how, in order to build like this, in order to have your world in this arrangement where it's all spread out like this, you have to be prepared to abandon builds. Fell asleep. Oh, you insult me. You insult me. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so like I didn't, kind of don't really know what's coming all the way, and I built for what I needed at the time, and it's not going to work out. This building will not suffice. So I either need to be prepared to let it become a museum or like a fossil or repurpose it, but at the very least I have to be ready to move auto crafting because I need to scale that up significantly. So that's just kind of what I have to accept, I think. And the alternative to that is leaving yourself an enormous amount of extra space like we did. I did this on purpose, actually. This is one I can actually claim I did on purpose because I did not want to ever have to move AE once I put it in. Once I build that huge controller, that bad boy's staying. Oh, man. True. Yeah, there's all sorts of things we can do. We're not short on things that need places to go. That's for sure. So we'll find a use for that with certainty. Okay, I think we're pretty good here. The only other thing we need to figure out, and this doesn't have to be done right this minute, is how do we change the shape and size of this pool? And where do we put our drains? Probably right there in that spot. And on the same thing over here. Little symmetry, dumping from both sides, some toxic. I mean, might be a little bit of a fun project too to go look at liquids and try to find the right one. At one time we looked for blue liquids and we ended up not having a ton of success actually. You are trash. You are saved. You are also safe. Trash and save. That legitimately is that's the entirety of our bone meal supply right now. That's not excellent. Okay, you know what I want to do next? I want to have some fun. I want to build. Okay, what happened here? I want to rebuild that firstly. I know I said I was going to have some fun, but first I'm going to do some repairs. Minor repairs. What's up, David? GTNH starting. Oh, great. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. And I'm so glad to hear that you're going to jump into GTNH. It truly is the most spectacular mod pack. Like, the quality of the pack is completely beyond compare. It's so good. It's so ridiculously good. Oh no, no, my plane, my plane. Okay, what we have to do for this, we're gonna play with this right now because I want to have some fun. We're gonna build our contraption, and a closing and opening silo door that actually closes and opens. We're doing it right now. It's so good. It's so worth. It's a lot to do, so just know that. You know, I made it seem, you know, quick. It's not quick. The early game is not quick. That first starting guide, that might be 30 hours of gameplay, you know? But if you know that going in, and then you have your mind right, and you're going to enjoy it. You just lean into that and kind of play like you're playing vanilla in the early game. Build like you're building in vanilla early game, because it's basically just a really extended vanilla portion of the game. And then the snowball starts rolling, and it's so sweet. God, it's so sweet. The satisfaction of constant improvement of everything. It's the best. It's the best gameplay loop of any game I've played, I think, in my life. But I think if I thought really hard, I could probably think of another game that's like its equal. But man, it's satisfying. I forgot what I even came over here to do. I just completely brainwaved myself into inactivity by thinking about how good this mod pack is. What was I over here for? Oh, right. We need drawbridges. That's not how I do that. I need to type in here. I don't think we need... Maybe we need advanced, but I kind of think regulars will be fine. We definitely don't need extended. The space is really small. They all store their inventory when harvested. Just wrapped up FTB Sky's Expert. Oh, so you're well prepared. You're a modded OG. This all looks fairly straightforward to me, except for the brass. I don't know that I have brass. I'm not completing every quest. I actually haven't 100%ed any of the chapters, have I? Wow. What a nubski. But I'm completing a lot of them. A lot of them. I never went the ethanol route over here, for example. I went into oil, and then into cetane, and then currently I'm using high-octane gasoline. And some of these things were, like, really difficult to get at the time, like MV superconductor. You need helium for that. It wasn't super acquirable at MV. So I'm sure there is a way, because there are people who have the requirement that they complete everything before they move on. Pretty completed in HV. Didn't do everything in Ender IO. Never got into spawners. Probably going to go with the Extreme Entity Crusher. And I did the whole divination sigil route, so I've got Cursed Earth. I didn't really need this. And same thing with this. I'm not really going to be going wind power, although it could be kind of interesting. Kind of like actually Sci-Fighter going full on bio route might be kind of pog. If you could get to this and start doing passive wind power at HV, it might be kind of sick, actually. Hey, what's up, Bowen? Yes, it is so fun. It really is. It's a humongous commitment. So if, like, I don't know, if I had people to play with when I started playing this, I might have chosen to play in multiplayer. Because it is an enormous undertaking for a solo. I mean, enormous. There's no debate. It's just giant. But it's really rewarding because of that. Like I put a ton of effort into this, as you can, I mean, look at it. It's the most insane thing I've ever done. It's for sure. But it's every time I come back into the world, I'm so proud. I'm so happy to be in the world, and so excited to like continue it and continue building more and more. And I just love it. I just love it. There's never been a playthrough where I put this much effort in, and that I even was before I started making videos and stuff, just because I was like so taken with the pack. And the whole reason I even started making the videos is because I loved the pack so much. It literally brought me back to gaming. I'm in my mid-30s, so I'm near, and I have a wife and a kid, so I'm very near the point where gaming was very difficult to find time for. And I was like almost ready to say, you know what, maybe I just don't have time. And that's just, oh, I can make brass. Give me some brass. And then I started playing GTNH, and suddenly I was like, you know what? I've got time. I'm going to make time. I'm making time. And now here we are. I'm about to go full-time as a YouTuber on a hope and a dream. But hey, they're only dreams unless you act, right? And that's all from, I just love this. I just love it. It's so good. I think everyone should try it at least once. And if you don't like it playing by yourself, give it another shot with a group of people. And if you still don't like it, fair enough. What power did I use throughout LV? And through LV, I was still on Steam. And I think I had 25 high pressure solar boilers, but I'm like, as you can tell, I have a lot of patience. So that is not enough. I would recommend 40 high pressure solar boilers. And if you want to go the liquid fired or coal fired route, that's way better. It's just, I was pretty new to GregTech when I started, so that Steam seemed easier with solar. And that lasted me until basically the EBF. When I got the EBF, I switched to light fuel, and I figured out how to automate that, and was going back and forth to pumps all over the place. There's probably still some, like every oil spill for a long way around I got, and there's still some in this snow biome, because this biome just irritates me. But yeah, everything that was in the deserts, I snagged up a ton of oil spouts, and then got light fuel, and then I went to cetane, which I still have. I can show you that. Or, well, I didn't go straight to cetane. Obviously, I went to fuel first and MV. That's the first time you can make fuel. And at that point, I switched off of steam. I still kept it. Like, my LV lines, my steam furnace, steam grinder, all that stuff was relevant until I moved, which I moved here. Still in the same biome. My starter base is right around the corner. Actually, I guess let me fly over there first. And then we'll take a gander. Starter base was right here. Boop. It was at the time I had dug out some entrances, and it was a little bit of like a little hole in the wall cave base, and I then rebuilt the grass and everything. But this was where we started, in this room. This was, at the time, this continued over just a bit, probably until right here. And this was our LV workshop. Steam was above. And Steam was also, like, the original Steam room. The Steam workshop was here also. And then we moved this way. And I had, I think it was MV along this wall, HV here, electrolyzer and, like, oxygen setup were over here. The fuel setup was right in the middle. And the EBF and vacuum freezer were over here. And now this is the king cage. What's up, buddy? Yeah, but it worked out great. And we had Thaumcraft up here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is where the... Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you for the subscription. This was the infusion altar, and this was the original Thaumcraft room. Very small. And then we had storage room right here. Yeah, and this was all steam, and then we went to fuel when we got to MV. And then when I got to HV, I went to cetane. I'll show you that real quick. Right here. Bam. And I got into bees at this point too, so this is all powered from bees. At this point, I was very tired of going and changing out the pumps. And so I invested heavily into bees, and it was so worth. These are amazing. This is the refined bee, which produces the oil comb and the petroleum comb, which this becomes fuel directly, and this becomes oil, which I distill. So the fuel goes straight into this tank, and the oil goes into this distillation tower and gets distilled, and then desulfurized, and then turned into fuel. So 2 sources of fuel, one from this mixer, light fuel and heavy fuel mixing, and then a straight source straight from the bees. And then that gets mixed. This is the cetane line, all single blocks. Isn't this crazy? This uses every single color of filtering option available for Ender IO conduits. This is all one continuous line of Ender IO conduits. It does cetane boosted diesel, desulfurization of hydrogen, sulfuric acid. It handles all the input for the steam cracking, and then it also comes over here and does polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, and polytetrafluoroethylene, all on the same line of Ender IO conduits, and all being powered from the same oxygen-hydrogen loop right here. Oh, completely ridiculous. So I averaged 3 hours per day in 2024. But I would say I don't play every day, so I play 3 days a week usually. So they're quite long. So I would say since I started streaming, I would say the average play session is probably 6.5 to 7 hours. We're not going to go that long tonight. We're preparing to change our schedule to a full-time schedule, so I'm trying to start getting to bed earlier so we can wake up earlier and stream during the day. But yeah, I would say it's 6.5 to 7 hours, and occasionally we go a lot longer than that, like 10 to 12 hours. But the rough out of... We have 1,175 hours, and I started this world on the 30th of January, 2024. So almost 1 year ago today, actually. And this roughly over the course of a whole year is about 3 hours a day. And I have 0.3% of my time has been spent AFK. So every single one of those hours was an active playing hour. How many, do I have a number of minutes AFK? No, only percentage of time? Time AFK, here we go. So 4 hours I've spent AFK out of the 1,175 that I have in the world. Pretty nuts. Oh man. And the server runs locally on my computer, so it's not running 24/7 either. It is a server though, so I do run the server when I'm not playing. Not a ton, but it's, I would say double. It's run twice as much as I've played. So it's if I'm at 1,175 hours, it's run for 2,250 hours or whatever the math would be there. I think that's correct. I'm not excellent at math, I'm gonna be honest. All right, let's go do some maintenance on our supercapacitor. Let's not let ourselves run out of fuel here. And actually, a quick maintenance check in general would probably be worth it. I think we will do that. As a matter of actual fact, has problems. Yep. No problems for you are allowed. Most important of machines. Okay, you all look good. How are your brethren? Fine. Oh. As you were, please. You as well. One more. You're fine. You're problematic. All right, fuel, most importantly of all, is secure. Acids, how are you? Fine. All fine. Good. Oh. Very nice. Okay. Totally worth doing. Everything's good. Good. Okay. All right, next most important. Not that, actually, that we're doing this in the wrong order. This would be the definitely the next most important after power production, fuel production. We want utterly no problems here ever, which was why we're going to be doing the drone center soon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Did I already check these? Oh. Nope. Everything good? These are problem childs right here. These have problems all the time. Hello? Oh my god. These don't run often enough. I need more bees. Anyway, so I guess a continuation of where we left off. After cetane, I went for hog. This is the hog facility here. High octane gasoline. It's ridiculously good, but a little bit complicated to make. And a lot of bottlenecks that you have to sort out. But luckily, I think the only bottleneck we have left is oil input, which all we need to do to fix that is get more bees. And that's a trivial matter for us at this point. Okay, we're looking pretty strong in here, actually. I don't think... Do we have any machines that need a maintenance in here? The one electrolyzer, maybe? Yeah, looking good. Okay, great. We are good. We will proceed. Okay. Drawbridges, right. We were cooking brass. The brass is probably finished, so we can probably encode. Do we have I doubt we have dispensers on auto crafting. We probably have them. What shader? I'm using Samsa's complementary neon. You can find they are available on his Twitch, on Samsa's Twitch, SAMPSA, Samsa. I believe his Twitch name is Samsa GT. I also have a video on my channel that explains how to use those shaders. It is for 2.6. I need to update it for 2.7, but it also has the link to his Twitch channel if you have a problem finding it. And then from there, you go to his Discord, and that's where they're available. I would link you to his Discord. I just didn't really feel comfortable doing that. I don't know. I didn't really know what the etiquette was there. So I just linked to his Twitch where he shares his own link to his Discord. So, yeah. Why am I here? What am I doing here? Dispensers, right. God, I'm so absent-minded right now. Dispensers, we have lots of them. Pistons, we have lots of those. These are two things we need. Pattern terminal, drawbridge, give me. Steel gear, surely we have. Sticky piston. Crafting recipe, okay. And do we have brass plates? I doubt we do. Brass plate? Vending machine? I bet we don't have room. It's been a while since I've checked this. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That... Probably need to fix that. Can we fix that? We might run into a little bit of a logistics challenge here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are going to run into a logistical challenge. We have run into a logistical challenge, actually. This is the case for universal crafting, isn't it? I am not sure what to do here. What we could do to solve our immediate problem is just go make the plates in a single block machine. But I would like the option to add an interface to this device. I currently do not have that option. Because this entire building was ill-conceived. Yes. Indubitably. For the moment, we're going to bite the bullet. It just adds a little bit of urgency to our upcoming project to completely redo our auto crafting facility. Clearly, it is not up to snuff. Mole, mole, mole. Uh-oh. I've been getting this sometimes. A fatal error has occurred. I'm going to have to restart my game in all likelihood. We can log back in. Everything's fine. Give me that. Interesting. Okay. Weird. The previous times that's happened, which it hasn't happened super often, but it has happened a few times lately. Going back into applied energistics was very problematic and would cause me to crash immediately. It seems to be fine though. Yep, seems to be fine. I do have crafters that input into interfaces. Wait, crafters that input into interfaces, or interfaces that input into a subnet? Because I think I would have technically both of those things. Like my molecular assemblers, they're technically crafters, aren't they? And this is an interface, so they are connected to each other. And then interface connected to subnet. I have, yes, definitely. Many of those. Such as here. Lots and lots of them. These are everywhere. Giving me the ability to like communicate between the two networks, basically. So if I'm storing this whole building, really, everything that's stored in here, it's all storage on a subnet that I'm interfacing with from my main net using storage buses and interfaces. Is that bad? Pretty fundamental to my entire design, I'm not gonna lie. One second, I need my nighttime instruction. Alright, mission confirmed. Have fun as ever. Interfaces into the subnet. I mean, I don't think any are... There's always like a storage bus, I think. Except for in the case of the subnets that run for multi-blocks, like the ones that have their own individual subnet, like this one. This is like two interfaces kissing each other. Interfaces with importers that then have a storage bus on the hatch. I think this is what you're talking about. Storage bus on hatch. And two interfaces touching each other. What's the part I hated the most so far? Probably witchery. Probably witchery. I did not enjoy the witchery part. I enjoyed what came of it. The power it gives you is ridiculously strong to change the biome. So you can basically make all your bees very happy. 1 second, I need more instructions. Okay. Poor little dog. Well, he's not little. Poor big old dog. He's having some tummy problems. Poor guy. But yeah, the power that Witcher gives you is ridiculously strong, but the process of getting it, not my favorite. And I would also say that although I really like blood magic as a mod, the early grind of getting the slates in this particular mod pack is brutal. Is brutal. It's definitely something that's like you're gonna want to put on a movie and do, you know, chill and be ready to just be big chilling for a while while you stack up all those slates you need to upgrade the altar. I would say I think that's pretty fair. There's not a lot to, I mean, as long as you kind of have the right mindset, there's not a lot to not like, because everything is worth something. Everything is worth something. So no matter what you spend your time on, it's worth it. You will get a reward for it. Exactly, even weeds have purpose, yeah. Having multiple interfaces on a network, then input the recipe to the same subnetwork, the only location for the items. Yes, so like that's the universal crafting thing, I think, Alex. Yeah. And it can actually send the circuit in there. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Tan Guy. Exactly. That's, you know, preoccupy your mind while you do something that's a little bit boring. There's a little bit of that you have to get through, but you know, I still look back on that fondly because I've found ways to preoccupy myself while I was doing it. All right, I don't know how many of these we need. Let's go for 16. That'll be a God-given plenty. What? I didn't put a full stack of dispensers in here? Is that real? Okay, it is using piston still. I could have sworn I changed that to sticky piston. Okay, but I actually don't have dispensers? What? Did I get droppers? Is that what that was? Okay, it was. Okay. How's this made? Oh my. Okay. I'm very curious how much of this we have. Am I going to crash again? No? Okay. We don't have iron springs. And that's it? Cool. Very cool. Oh no! Do we have long iron rods? I think we actually do. We do. Can I just have a lot of those, please? Dang this. What a catastrophe to not have an available expansion on Circuit 1 for the vending machine. No! What? Oh my god! That's bad. Yes, David, I mean, at this point, I can't really say that we've used a fair amount of world edit. The tree, this build, these two builds, and this build were all built without world edit. So just the builder's wand and my hands. And the builder's wand did not work on this tree at all. Every single block of this tree was placed by hand and farmed by hand. Like a complete dingus. But once we got to these builds, we had learned a little bit about world edit. And so some of the smaller trees I pasted around using world edit. But this crevice, like every block here was placed by hand because world edit's no help at like sloping perfectly. Pretty insane. The Hall of Heroes, also a ludicrous build. A lot of that was placed by hand. Although we did use a bit of world edit. But that's been it's been a force multiplier world. This whole cave, we carved this out by hand using the filler and then hand sloping it and hand placing all the blocks. Everything. Pretty ludicrous. Yeah, it's like so many micro blocks in here too. And then the Hall of Heroes is almost exclusively micro blocks. So there's no way to cheat that. You kind of have to place them all by hand. You can't builder's wand them. But we did learn that world edit does respect not only the placement of micro blocks, but how they rotate too. So it was very useful. So for this build, for example, this pillar, I built this structure like out in the air right here by hand, and then I would paste it into the spots that it's in using world edit. So I would say like, I don't know, 80% was built by hand, and the other 20% was copied from sections that we pre-built and then rotated. The statues, this was built by hand. This took many hours. But then to build the second one, I copied the first one over, rotated it, and then adjusted it. So like the arm adjustment was done by hand, that sort of thing. So yeah, a lot of blocks placed by hand for sure. Sometimes I can't believe how many and like am shocked that I have let it go this far. Oh man. Okay, do we have long iron rods again? There they are. Give me some springs. We're solving the circuit 1 problem later. It's been decided. Oh man, FPS was hurting right there. I don't know if anyone noticed that. It got all the way down to 60 and currently sitting at a... Okay, maybe that was just with the machine open? Yeah, sub 100 right here in this area. It's not amazing, is it? But okay, why is it so bad right here? Huh. It's recovered. I don't know what that was. Anyway, though, we've done a lot of very intense graphical things here, so we were inevitably going to run into a little bit of lag. We definitely got the world extended. You know, the only thing that's going to stop us from getting Stargate is the world can't, like, whatever I load the world on just simply can't run it because I've put way too many micro blocks and light blocks in it. That is possible. That is possible. We're very close to moving the world to a full-time server. We're not quite ready. We have maybe a little surprise project planned, perhaps, before we do that. Use the server for something else first. We'll see. Yes, and Nine, Soul 9, here, I'll put his name in chat. It looks like that. And if you're on YouTube, looks like that. He has a YouTube channel as well, and he streams GTNH. He is ridiculously technical player, and he has a really good tutorial on universal crafting. So if you're interested in how it works, it's crazy, crazy strong. How do you automate the clean room? You put machines inside the clean room, so you gotta actually automate those. The clean room itself, you don't need to automate. You just need to power it, and it will run forever until it has maintenance problems. And you can power the clean room at LV as well. Does not need a lot of power. Oh, but I forgot. I still have the clean room set up, so I can show you this. This is my clean room. There's not a lot in here anymore, but it still works. This is a cable diode that sends power inside. And the power for the clean room itself is right here. Very simple. 2 LV combustion generators is all you need. It needs 2 amps to start, and then only 1 amp of LV to run. And then inside the clean room, you have this diode that you run power into the clean room on. You can power machines inside here. And you just run them like you would, automate them like you would. Inter-IO conduits or hoppers, whatever you need. And there is a way to get applied energistics cable in here also. But the easiest way to do it is with wireless. If you're at the point where you can do applied energistics. And the elevators make it really easy to come in and go out, but you can also put a door on it. The problem with the door is when you open the clean room, it loses efficiency. And our clean room has probably terrible efficiency right now, looks like. I can't even tell. It's at 80%. Yeah, so we would lose items right now. We got to do maintenance on our clean room. We never use it, so it's fine. It's very specific purpose for right now. But yeah, then once it gets to 100%, it'll run, get to 100% efficiency. You can see on the bottom right there the efficiency. There, it's going up. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you can use a diode to send items through as well. It's not a cable. I think it's just called a diode. Maybe it is. Maybe it is still the cable diode, but I'm pretty sure they can send items through too. Am I wrong? Is it another block? What's up, Kofi? How you doing? Okay, what were we waiting on? The springs. Right. Give me some springs. Now, can I make dispensers? What? What? Dear God, man. Extruder. Small gear. Lovely. We have space. You love to see that. I love it when a plan comes together. So now if I were to ask for 16 drawbridges. They would come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Yeah, live on YouTube too. The multi-streaming has been great. Having the chat, like both chats on the screen, so people on Twitch can talk to people on YouTube and back and forth. It's been really cool. I've been a big fan. Thank you, Grace, once again. I don't know if it's been a while since we've seen Grace around, but maybe she'll come back around. But she gave me the suggestion, actually, to do the multi-streaming. She's like, why not? Like, things are going pretty well on YouTube. Why are you not streaming on YouTube? And I was like, you know what? That's a super good question. And I have no answer. So what that means is we're going to be streaming on YouTube now. And so we did. Yeah, we were talking about universal crafting and his really, really good tutorial, Sai. He did a great job with that. And he's very technical player. He has a really cool Britannia setup that I hope he does automate a tutorial for too. To automate I think the runic altar and various other Britannia things that are tricky to automate. He's figured out ways to do it. It's really cool. All right, we probably need some red alloy cable. There's a little bit of it. I think I will need more. can't make it? Really? Okay, I can make this. Make me lots of that. What's the recipe for this again? Oh. Right. Huh. This is why we hold on to our workshop anyway, right? Give me some wire. How about it? What's that? Superconductor base MV? That's probably enough, right? Alright, that's good. Drawbridges. Oh, did this... So I've had such a... This is another reason why we need to reprioritize the readdressing auto crafting, because now we have the fluid solidifier multi-block. This thing is constantly giving me trouble, leaving a very small amount of fluid in here. I don't know why. The recipe is correct. It should be sending perfect amounts of fluid into this to make sheets, but it leaves some. Why is it doing that? And then I have to, I got to cancel this. Plunger that. And I think my plunger is broken. I don't even have a plunger right now. Oh my God. We need a super good plunger. We're about to make an excellent plunger. I can't even make an excellent plunger actually because I need to have rubber sheets in order to do so. I have 4 styrene butadiene rubber sheets. It's going to do the trick. File and cutters and rods. What kind of rods do we have? Rod. Tungsten steel rods. That's going to do it. Actually don't need this in the tool bag. Look at that. What kind of durability does it have? Look at that. Oh yeah. Get out of here. You're gone forever. You see that? Why? Why is there 5 molten rubber left in there? Is it like a batch crafting efficiency problem or something? We're not batching. What in the world? You hit me up so often. You're getting replaced. You've been great, but you're getting replaced. You're done. You're done. Okay, so these things are really cool. If you've never seen these before, they will extend a row of blocks and retract it. And you can put the blocks in whatever order you like. It's very cool. So if we did... Can I have that too, please? And you can mask these blocks too, so we can give it a camouflage so it doesn't look like this. Because that does look not so amazing. So if we did this, we could do... We might need a few more of these. That machine's broken since the update. Ah. I think I want it to open in both directions. Right? Like split from the middle. Yeah, so I think we do need a few more of these. One, two, three, four, five, six more. Out of range. I need more range. Just give me 10. Hopefully this solves the rubber problem and it'll just work. Come on, rubber. You can do it. I believe. You see, 9 this time. What? And it's not going to be able to craft the other 14. No way. It's going to think that it can't do it. Yeah, it's never going to craft them. Doesn't matter because we have enough, but... I just don't understand. I just don't. I can't make sense of it. It's fine. We're going to be replacing it very soon. No problem at all. And now we have another reason to build something. We need a new auto crafting facility. And we shall have it. Okay, so this could get complicated to wire, but I think we're in a good place because other than this block... Oh no, actually, wait. I gotta find a way to make this work. It's too good. We could wire them from the bottom, but it's gonna be a mess. And we'll see it. That's the part I. Is that discreet enough that we can live with it? It's pretty discreet, right? These will be, we can mask these however we want. Oh man, me too. I've been like that all night tonight. I cannot keep my brain going in the right direction at all. Losing track of my thoughts, forgetting what I'm doing. Just one of those nights. I'm exactly one short. You gotta be kidding me. We will need extra though, so I'm more than one short. It just feels bad, man. We could even do a little... I thought I saw a creeper spawn there for a second. We could even do a little design on the hatch. It can't be crazy complex because we have to use full blocks only. All right, that's going to be more than plenty. I said that last time and it wasn't, but this time I'm sure. I was thinking it would be cool to get the GTNH logo in there, but I think that's impossible. But we could do something. It's just a little bit of a small door. Seems large. It's really not large though. Okay. The other question is, how do we want to trigger this? That's not a right now problem. But it would be good to know what we plan to do. I don't currently know. don't love. Okay, I can live with that. The visible grass, no. This, I think so. Okay, so now they can all be triggered together. Okay, we can do a zigzag in terms of, like, this one's going to have to come to here. And then this one will have to come to here. They can't meet in the middle, unfortunately. We would need a weird shape if that were going to be true. For now, can we do... Okay, perfect. For the moment, that will be our test. So if we did 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes.
I am who I say I am.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is the drawbridge. I love this thing. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's really cool. It'll be more obvious what it actually does once I get the whole thing in. And we probably won't want to use Lave for this. This is just a proof of concept. So then we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4. Yeah. Oh, baby, how about it? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 4. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 5 this time. And we did... So we actually need this one to have 6. 6. 5. 5. Oh my dear, my eyesight is like giving out on me.
Inhale and exhale.
These are backwards crap. Okay. 6. 4. 5. 4. Oh my god, I keep messing this up. Yes. Okay, that should be it. Yeah, look at that. Silo door. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we got to think a little bit about how we want to trigger it, and if we want, what sort of pattern we want, if we want one. I think we need. Let me actually look at the recipe for the advanced drawbridge. I think in order to do a pattern that's not the same block going all the way across, we do need the advanced drawbridge, which is fine because it requires the drawbridges that we already have. Like an alternating color pattern wouldn't be too bad either. We don't really have room. Like if we were going to put a design on this space, it's not huge. It's not huge. What do we even have room for? That's a really cool idea. That might be possible. That might be possible to read the rocket fuel station or the launch pad for when it gets used. We could even like trigger a hopper clock or some sort of clock that would keep it open for 30 seconds or something and then reclose it. Or try to time it so it opens just in time for the rocket to go through it, and or maybe I don't know if you can actually launch the rocket unless it can see the sky. So we might have to open it before we can even hit launch. Yeah, because the takeoff is a little bit slow. So the comparator method on the fuel tank might be the way. Nice! Building your own launch center? Sick. Get yourself a silo door. Oh, baby. I just love it. I've missed these blocks. It's been so long since I played with them. Okay. I feel like kind of like warning sign stripes would be kind of cool. But it's also so different from what we've been doing. That's true, but I think that would only be true if I hand loaded the fuel loader with a bunch of fuel in advance. They do, it does have a really good warning, doesn't it? Both of these are good. I don't know. The diagonal line might actually be a problem since we do enter this on a diagonal. It would actually be straight across. Oh, God dang it. Am I in range anywhere in this building? Oh, thank God. I wish that was a little bit smoother. I really like that color. Castle roof tile, the OG. Smooth, flat black tile. Moon dirt, also a really cool color. All these are. Like, the texture's not amazing, but the color is great. Blocks of iron? That could actually look kind of good. Match the lathe a little bit, but a little more of an industrial feel. Eh. Ism. What do you... Sort of a hideous yellow color, isn't it? Yeah, yellow. Oh, that's better. Okay, it's not as hideous. It's really bright. Hold down the control key and scroll to cycle the color. And that's true of all Z-tones blocks. The glass as well. I don't love the border that's on that, so it's going to be a no for me, dog. Black hempcrete. That's a good idea. Hempcrete's super, super flat. Like, unbelievably flat. Oh, I forgot. This is actually made as a powder. Oh, dear God. Right. That's black as night, though. Look at the quality of that color. I use this to get transparent background images from inside the game. This is a very useful block right here. I use this in creative mode all the time. That's how I got all the images for like the gardens and stuff for the video, the beginner's guide video, and all the ones that come after it, which I got a whole repo. It's insane. The amount of time I spent in a creative world, like spawning in an item and then doing this to get the model to appear on the screen, and then taking a screenshot of this big image that appears right here against that green hempcrete background so that I could then put it into Adobe Photoshop and remove the background, and it would only remove that annoying green color. It worked great. It was foolproof. It was a lot of effort, but it was worth. And I talked to Aditya, and he said he's going to ask the devs for me if they can just export all the textures. That would be amazing. Because then I can make 3D textures and actually animate GTNH scenes. That would be so fun. That'd be so fun. Am I insane? Am I an insane person? Maybe. It's no cheaper to do it this way. What kind of wheat do I have? Do I have plant balls? I have no wheat to speak of. I do have some plant balls. Okay, we can fix the wheat problem. Cyan, I really like the color of cyan. It's a really good block, like block color. I really want to do that. I mean, I'm gonna make it myself if they can't give me a model, because like these models, this is a three-sided, three-dimensional model. So if I just flip this, I now have a 6-sided block. So I can create a 3D block out of just this for sure. And it's, I mean, another thing that it's just another thing to add to the list of things to do, but that's okay. We're not afraid of things to do, and I can just do them as I need them, and eventually I'll have a massive repo of 3D blocks, right? I think that's correct. This is so slow. Why are you so slow? I don't need a ton of this, but I don't want to run out and have to make this again either. So we're going to sit tight and wait for this bone meal. Oh, man. What was my day job? I was in cybersecurity for many, many years, almost 20. And not quite 20, but yeah, a long time. And then I got laid off in December of 2023 and became a little bit disenfranchised, so I didn't get back. I was working in software, cybersecurity software, basically, as a consultant, and eventually like into senior leadership and all that stuff. I was at the director level when I got laid off, so I pivoted into being a handyman. That was my most recent career endeavor, and I enjoyed that, but how should I say this? If I'm gonna put myself in a career position where I'm gonna be struggling financially, when I have the option to do something where I wouldn't be struggling at all, because cybersecurity is very lucrative, then I should do something I really love, which is why I decided to go full-time with YouTube. Because I don't love being a handyman. It's not that amazing. It's all right. I'll get freedom, which is what I was looking for. But yeah, it's not making me rich or anything like that, or even close. So if I'm gonna be in that financial situation, I thought maybe I should give this a try. And you know, maybe we live the dream. What's up, Salsa? It's going great. We're sitting here eyeballing this chest, waiting for bone meal. We're gonna try out some hempcrete. We've made a very cool, what would you call it? Like silo door for our rocket launch facility. That opens, it like splits apart in the middle and opens. It's really freaking cool. But now we're trying to figure out how to put some interest into the design. It's a little plain. And we thought maybe some hempcrete? I have no seeds? What? I'm so underprepared. Give me a seed, for God's sake. Yeah, that would be really cool. Like, I mean, in retrospect, man, I've made like not the best choices with my education, and it's not like I didn't make decent choices, but knowing what I know now about my interests, I would have definitely done something different. But you can never know for sure. I mean, it's hard to hold that against myself. And so, like, it had a lot. My disenfranchisement with it's not really cybersecurity that put me off. It was corporate culture. It has shifted in some really weird ways in the last 10 years. So it's just not my favorite place to be. So yeah, I went into like the exact opposite, as far in the other direction as you could possibly go, being a handyman. And for what it was worth, I liked it. Okay. Do we have everything now? Yeah? Oh, baby. Can we get 2 stacks? That's surely enough, right? Surely. And then we need to... Where's my chisel? Chisel, my friend. Hello there. Manages some legacy software and keep supporting that for a while. Man, I kind of miss my days of doing software support, honestly. I did technical support for a data governance software for a long time, and like, I don't know, man. At the time, I couldn't stand it and couldn't wait to do something else. But in retrospect, that was a really good fit for my temperament and skill set. And it was like around, I was around people that I like didn't realize how much I would miss that when I went full-time remote and never saw anyone ever again, basically. Not that I loved my commute. The commute was terrible, but the camaraderie was kind of nice. Feeling like a team and stuff. High-fiving. What do I want here? I guess this is still powder. Why do I even care? I need to mix this with water. Can I have some water? Water, please. I like that speed. That's what I'm talking about. Hybrid where it's at. Yeah, the freedom is nice. Getting to choose is nice. And, you know, I have to say, at this point, I'm pretty stuck in my ways. It'd be very difficult for me to go back into an office environment. I've been working remote for... I mean, handyman is not a remote job. Let me be clear. That was on site every day. But as a software person, as a cybersecurity person, I was remote for like 8 years. And I became very used to it. So it was like... Although it has its downsides in retrospect, I would still have a very difficult time going back. The freedom of, like, I don't know, the freedom of feeling like no one's watching is hard to give up. Not that I was like ever never doing anything nefarious with my time or anything like that, but still, I don't like to feel watched. Is it this? Do we do this? How different is that from the lathe? It's pretty different. It's like surprisingly bright colored for black. It's like bright black. Is that a thing? Isn't it? That's true. That's a good point, Tinka. That's true. That's true. I don't know. I don't know. It's like the same way I feel like knowing what I know about IT and how much surveillance is happening of people as they work. It's kind of how I feel about how not that every company is doing it, but it's very possible for companies to track what you're doing very closely on your computer. And I kind of feel the same way about that. Like, do you trust me or don't you? Do you need to watch? Spellstone block. What is this block? Look at that. It's kind of nice, isn't it? Interesting selection of colors here. Like, very natural looking palette. These are colors I would paint my house's rooms. These are great. If I were building like a modern house or something, I would definitely use this. Man, I wish I liked the hempcrete more. It's kind of too bright. It's a lot different than the lathe. If we had gone with lathe 12, like every other person on the planet, maybe, but because we have this texture to the lathe, I'm not sure it works. Spellstone, it's really nice. Looks really good. I think this is too bright. I think it is. Where does that leave us, though? We still have that. We got it back pocketed. What do we got? Get me out of here. Oh, very concise view of blocks here. Oh, this is great. What speaks to us? Call out to me, block. Sing my name. It can't be marble. I refuse. I've used so much marble. Rebellious block? Hmm. Imperialistic block. These are blocks I've never heard of. Are these new? Neonite's really good too, but very similar to Hempcrete. It's very bright for a flat block. Really cool block though, if you've never seen Neonite. Very nice. Looks great as a micro. Corp or Aegon. These are blocks I should be able to find here. I'm not seeing them. Why am I not seeing them? Let me just search for them. Corp. This might look kind of crazy. How do we make this? Z-tones and obsidian, that's something we can absolutely do. Very simply and easily. What kind of obsidian are we holding on to? We still have not caught up on Lave? Okay, yeah, we have. Just now, as I walked into the room, we caught up on Lave. Incredible. And this was similar 24. It's not the right machine. Give me some corp then. There's another. I think it might be called Crip instead of Corp. Crip. Yes. This is a really good block as a mushroom stem or like a tree bark. Not these in particular, but this one. If you cut this into micro blocks, it looks. I mean, I'm not sure I'm ever going to be able to not use this when I build custom ground cover and stuff. It's so good. All right, Tanguy, appreciate you being here. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, what do we got? Yes, these are nice. What is this? Okay, interesting. Oh, I'm going the wrong direction. Whoops. Okay, what's this looking like? It's man, is the real reason that I've only used one block is because absolutely nothing goes with this variety of lave? Is that what I'm discovering? Whoa. It's kind of cool. Be very specific in how you could use these, but they look really nice. This is pretty sensible for the use case. Like all of it being that is probably not what we want, but some of it being it could be good. Which direction orientation of the block do I want? This? Yeah. Okay. Hmm. I'm into it. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. I like this. We're getting somewhere. A layer. Okay, I kind of like this. I like where your head's at. A layer, because initially I was thinking do the whole thing, and that's definitely not what we want at all. At all. Give me some of these. This could be good. This could be real good. Ooh, baby. Oh, baby. Okay. More vents? What do we have? This? Kind of sick looking. This? Can I make those? Okay. Give me a range. I have one. I can make them. What? I'm not sure I understand what's happening here. Shouldn't this be... I need one more of these. You're gonna work for just one, right? Factory block wireframe. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my God. Okay, why are these different? I don't know. This is pretty different. These colors are very similar, but these are a lot different. I think I like the Corp. It looks like it would be so good, but it's a little bit too light gray, I think. What do we... Okay. Try this. I thought I would like that more. Hmm. Tricky little spot here. Tricky spot. Hmm. I'm racking my brain. It's not doing much for me right now. My wheels are turning hard. They're actually churning right now. None of these are good. No. If anything, it's more of these. If any factory blocks, like a second row. Girth that up a little bit. And then go all corp. Pull the all swapperoo here. I'm going to be one short, I think. Yep. Bummer. Did I have more? Yes. Oh, baby. Okay. And then the thing is, if we use the advanced drawbridge, we can put something just in the center. Like... some of these, maybe? Looks a lot like the factory block, doesn't it? It's got like an odd imbalance to the color. Weird. Okay, that's not going to work. Yeah, I guess it does show up like that. That's so strange. Why would they do that? Would it look just absurd if we went with vents in the other direction? Not really. Kind of actually... kind of actually like that. I think we're going to do that. I still am not understanding why these aren't the same, but I don't really care. What do I care? Molten redstone. We have that, I'm sure. Glowteco. Whoa. This is kind of cool. Look at that neat visual effect on the screen. I don't have any neonite. Can I get some of that easily? Yes. Oh, it's kind of blue. Will that matter? Maybe not. We still need the advanced drawbridges, so let's get those. I think that's 144 a piece. I think this is actually exactly the amount we need. No circuit. Okay, we got a little bit extra. That's all right. It's kind of sick. I would if it doesn't fit here, it's gonna fit somewhere because that's cool. And the glow effect of the middle is also cool. All right, there's a couple of advanced drawbridges. Let us... this needs something extra too. It's looking very plain. Very. All right, I think what we should be able to do now is say... this one needs 6. Yo. That looks actually sick. It's a connected texture also. I kind of love that, actually. I don't even know if I care that it's... That looks so good. Do I want more of it? I think that's the only question left. Man. It's being drowned out a little bit by the stripes, but I think we just take some of the stripe away. Oop. Okay. I think I want to change the whole color scheme to match this. It's so good. It's like runic technology. This is perfect. It's so thematically appropriate. How am I ever going to find blocks that match that, though? Or even close, honestly. And that's not going to be it. Zoinks! Blocks of steel? Is there like a blues-ish steel? That's pretty blue. Cubits? Man, wouldn't it be cool to get all these colors exactly perfectly? Is there any way to do that? Cubits is nice. I don't think it has it. What's that other block called? Why can't I remember what that block was called now? Because I'm stupid. You can chisel clouds? What? Crazy. No, it was, I can't remember. I'm useless. Oh, it's so close. So at least one of them. Any of them would be fine, but all of them would be better. I'm having my brain is completely not working. Why can't I? Was it said earlier? Was it Aegon? Oh, it's got a border though. I was hoping I looked it up. Did I not? I guess not. Hey, Mr. Ballyhoo. No worries. And Thamana, how you doing? Antimatter, also a good one. It's a block we have, so why am I struggling so freaking hard? I had pulled it out of the old ME system earlier and said, nah. Ism. That was it. This has border too, though, doesn't it? Yeah, nothing that's quite... This is pretty good as far as being close to this. It's pretty close. It's just a little bit of a shame it has a border. We'll have to pocket that. Am I misremembering what hex plating looks like? It surely wasn't hex plating, right? No way. No. Too busy. Large hex? Nah, still too busy. Vect. Whoa. Some of these are pretty cool. Oh man, look at that. This could actually work instead of replacing everything else, maybe? What? Do I have any of those? I do. Okay. That's probably all of them, surely. How many could I possibly have? 17? Okay, we'll make it a little bit more. It's kind of interesting that it doesn't have a connected texture, but I don't know that it matters. Oh, thanks for the sub there, Mr. Ballyhoo. Appreciate you very much. Also, great name. We do ballyhoo fishing on the regular where I live. Okay, yep, that's the right number. Mm-hmm. Okay, I kind of like it. It's one too many, though, so we're going to fix that. And then I think we're going to be pretty happy with this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, and I think maybe even the same thing is going to be true of the... Should we have the warning let track stop? I don't know. I kind of like that it continues in. Wouldn't it be... All right, I think I want a couple more advanced drawbridges. We have no brass. Give me brass. You like the GloTech over the Vex, but I don't like the way that it's blue. I feel like if I go with the GloTech, I need to change everything else to match the blue. Which we can do. We just need to find the blocks. What I was thinking is I was going to put a couple more advanced drawbridges in so we could put more of this. Like that, maybe? But I do like the connected texture of the GloTech. I wish the block was black. It looks like it's going to be black. It's super blue. It's so close to being perfect, but it's not, though. All right, let's readdress. Maybe the right block is right under our noses. Can I please? Good lord, man. It could also not be a chisel block. We gotta rule these out first, right? There's so many varieties of color and texture and chisel. Hey, what's up, Andre? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Woohoo! And Spy, thank you for the old subby sub. Thank you so much. Man. We're on like the 2-yard line right now and just cannot plug this thing into the end zone. What is this? Whoa. Probably not our bag for this particular project, but kind of neat. Nonetheless, technical blocks. There's no blue variety of... No. Man. Blood runes? Man, we would be really making this as expensive as we possibly could, wouldn't we? Qubits, if only you were blue base instead of black base, you'd be Pog. Extremely Pog. Brimstone? Whoa. It's kind of crazy looking. No. Not hex plating. Get out of here, hex plating. Blocks of steel kind of looked like they had some blue. Am I crazy? We can chisel beacons. Okay, to change their color beam. Interesting. Diamond blocks. Those are blue. We're grasping for straws right now for blue blocks. If I just type the word blue, what sort of luck would I have with that? It's bordered. It's too bad. The problems of color. Colored blocks of quartz. Is that bordered? It looks like it is. No! Why does everything have to have a border? I don't want that silly border. Hempcrete has no border. It's incredibly, incredibly flat. But it has two good varieties of blue that are both probably pretty close to what we need. Which, to remind ourselves, are these colors. They're so bright. In general chat, let me check. I don't like this, actually. Let me pull this up on the big screen. I don't like this. it's this. Could we maybe use this also here? What do we think? So this feels like it's like a clamp, like it's absolutely clamping closed. Otherwise, I really like it. This was great. Inspired work right here. Vect 0 and Qubit 1. Okay, I think we have these things. Let's try this on the grand stage. Oh no, that's not what I wanted at all. Not even a tiny bit. Go down, please. You can do it. Oh God. Qubit? Can we get a little bit of that? What? You're not serious, are you? Okay, so first we are to replace these. 5. And 6. We have Vect. Where's our Vect? Vect 0. Okay. And then four. My eyes are about to start bleeding from counting all these blocks, I'm not going to lie. And then what if we went with extra qubit? Can we do that? What did I just do? 5? And 3? Be good if I put them in. 3? There we go. Oh. Oh, you've done it. Wait. Oh, well, you're right. I did keep it 0. Am I supposed to do 1? That's, I see. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. We maybe get a little bit of extra black decor in here to help complement the fact that this is so black. Maybe even line this with a little bit of black. Something, something. Oh, baby. No, this is definitely more complementary. It might even be better if it was a little bit lighter gray. Is it possible to get that? One shade down? Should we try that real quick? Just real quick. Okay. God, it's kind of hard to make sure I have all the right blocks in the right spot. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby. Yeah, because this looks like it matches that color exactly. Oh, man. Okay, I'm super happy with this. I may have to change this now. But that's okay, because I really like the store. It's so good. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. It's so good. Yeah, I think I will have to probably revisit the color of this. The floor and everything else will be fine, but this doesn't super look amazing. So I think, oh, look at that reflection though. Super, that does look good. But a little either black complement or just swap this out for something black. Maybe even just like some corp and some of this. I think so. And then we got to figure out, we'll probably move this out a little bit more. Oh, look at that rainbow. That's actually pretty cool looking. It's pretty cool looking. I really dig this connected texture though, I can't lie. But some way to work in something like that might be kind of cool. A little rainbow element. It looks really nice. Okay, we stacked up on extra blocks now. So many of them. Naturally, we're going to hold on to every single one. Because why wouldn't we? Grass and dirt. Lave. Do you have like a utility block something. This kind of looks like that. What is this? A lot of stuff. Man, look at all the stuff in here. What is all this stuff? What is this stuff? What am I doing? Yeah, this looks fine for you. Yeah. And you. You can go in here too. Beautiful. Okay, so things we've added to our list just a little bit, but we'll also remove some things. We've got our foundation built. We've got our door built. We need this is going to need to be rethunk. The white's not doing it for that lip there. And then this also not looking incredible. Not looking incredible. It might be as simple as just rounding it with slopes. It really could be. But maybe a little extra something to go with the black down there too. Looks a little bit plain on the top. That's what I'm getting at. The cap is not doing it. The dome, everything else, I'm liking. This might, I guess we, oh yeah, we can angle the signs too, so we should be able to sign this perfectly like we have our other buildings too. Should be good. Well, thank you very much, Bowen. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll rethink this. This will be I take some time with it tomorrow perhaps and rethink about this, but boy, look at this. Oh, it's so satisfying. And then we'll have rockets down there. We also need to build our staircases in. We still have quite a bit to do on this project. The structure came together quickly, but the details matter here. So we're gonna make sure we're gonna endeavor to get the details right on this. Starting with this, most likely. And that is where we shall resume. Short one today. As I said, I'm trying to get my sleep schedule right. Oh, Neovan, check this out. Look at this cool design by Sarah. I love it. It doesn't go with this. We're going to change this. But the door, oh my God, and watch it. Observe. Oh, baby. Come on. Come on. And we'll have a rocket launcher right down there. Boom. All right, I'm willing to accept all designs. It is Tinker's Drawbridges. Yes, you're the first one to guess that. I don't think anyone else had ever seen them before. There's such a random thing. They are so good. Extendable bridges, or like one really cool thing you can do with them actually is like, let me see if I can find a good place to demonstrate this. This will work perfectly actually right here. Let's say you're like walking, and as you get close to a big gap, a bridge suddenly appears and you can walk over it. And then when you get far enough away from it on the other side, it disappears. Oh, what a good use case for it. And you can use the player detector for that too. Draconic Evolution player detector. So it's like if specifically if you're in multiplayer, if it's like specifically I get close enough to, I don't know, let's say there was a bridge that led into the cave, into the Crypt of Odin down here. It would just create a bridge for you so that you could walk in, but if anyone else tried to walk in, it wouldn't create a bridge for them. So in a world that has no flight, that's so good. Oh, raised blast glass. That's a really good use case too. And a secret door, also an excellent use case. Witch's ladder, which can detect and react to specific wider. Oh, very cool. Yeah, so same idea. Yeah. But yeah, we'll reformat this capper to match this door. And give it a nice closed off look, and a very different look from the rest of the building, signifying how important what's in here is. Almost like it's in a vault. And yeah, maybe we'll do like an elevator here and an elevator here. Staircases I feel like is going to take up too much of the floor. So elevators are probably wiser. Yeah. And then we'll have, bam, fuel production. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. We're on our way. Yeah, and it's gonna, like, we'll see what Sarah comes up with. She cooked this up, and this is pretty baller. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty sick. So we'll see what the next iteration has in store for us. But for sure, it's not gonna work with this lip. So we'll take a second look at this tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, okay, but I am gonna call it there. I got some script writing to do before I hit the sack, and I gotta try to be going to sleep by midnight. We start our streams at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, beginning currently at an undetermined time in February. It was gonna be February 1st. It is now very clearly not gonna be February 1st. It's looking more like Valentine's Day. But this is exactly why I remain non-committal about exactly when in February. The only thing I can say for sure is it's happening. We'll see you real soon. Thanks again for all the insane support today on the video and yesterday. And as it continues, it's just been mind-boggling. It really has. So thank you all very much. The comments mean so much, and they clearly help the video tremendously. So thanks, everyone, for just piling on. You're the best. YouTube, we're going to end it right there. Twitch, sit tight. I think Cat and Vin are probably on, so we may send you there. And if not, we'll find another locale. YouTube, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.